Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech Vlogs, and I guess I haven't introduced this iPhone to the channel. This is my new iPhone 14. I've had this iPhone for the past 3.5 days, and in this video I'm going to be doing a day in the life of this iPhone. I know it's kind of somewhat late to start that day in the life as it's the afternoon, but I got up at 11:30, so I'm going to do a day in the life of my new midnight iPhone 14. This is the 128 gigabyte iPhone 14 in midnight. As you can see, here's the back of my new iPhone 14. You guys might be used to me using the product red iPhone 12. Well, this is my new iPhone, the iPhone 14. Some interesting things about this iPhone is I can unlock with Face ID in landscape mode. So you can literally unlock the iPhone in landscape orientation. And it is really nice. And this is the clear case that I have. It has raised camera bumps, or raised sort of raised edges for great protection. Let me show you what it looks like on the iPhone 14. Here is the camera bump. Or let me flip it around to the other side. You should be able to tell that the iPhone 14 does have a raised lip around the camera module. It also has a raised sort of lip around the screen as well. That's for shock absorbent. So this iPhone 14 case will help with drop protection because it has those raised sort of lips around the sort of screen, those raised edges. Though I am still going to try to get a tempered glass screen protector or some kind of screen protector so that I can keep this iPhone 14 protected. But taking a look at my battery health, I'm going to go ahead and share that now. If I go into settings and share my battery health, just make sure I have the brightness turned down here. Taking a look at my overall battery here. I had 29 minutes screen on time. I don't know if that's a bug that the other graph doesn't want to show in here. Maybe that might be a bug, because I'm running iOS 26.4 beta 3. But this iPhone 14 I have 29 minutes screen on time, 0 minutes of screen off time. And if I take a look at my overall battery health, well, I have 85% battery health. This is not a brand new device. It is a used device, as it was more affordable, though I still got this iPhone 14 in very good condition. As I showed off in the video, this iPhone is in good condition. It's in the midnight color, and it is really nice. Something that I really like about this iPhone 14 in this wonderful condition here is, for one, I love the smaller notch, and you see I have the screen at full brightness. If I show you in the control center, it gets full brightness. This iPhone has the smaller notch along with a 6.1-inch display and 800 nits of brightness. But my favorite thing about this iPhone, when you go ahead to power off this phone, it makes a really nice chime that is under accessibility, audio and visual, and power off and power on sounds. It's specific for the iPhone 14 and newer. So if you have an iPhone 13 or 12 or iPhone 11, that's not going to work even if you update the software. You also get the same sound when you power it on as well. I really love that sound. Honestly, the iPhone 14 overall is a great device for what it can do in terms of battery life and different things like that. Scrolling through different menus should work nice and fast, 85% battery health. And honestly, using this iPhone for a full day, even though for me it was probably a shorter day in the life video, this is still, in a nutshell, a really great iPhone. It is fast for what you need it to do, or decent. It may not have Apple Intelligence or all of those things, but it will get updates for the next 3 years up until iOS 29. So honestly, I give the iPhone 14 a 10 out of 10 for being a true, reliable iPhone. And it should get you through pretty much a full day with 85% health. Okay, so with the iPhone 14, you have this new feature called Action Mode. And from my understanding is if you run with this particular device, I'm not going to run that much around the yard, but I am going to walk and see if I can shake the phone or intentionally try to shake it to see if I can get this mode to work properly. So as you can see, I am walking around the backyard here, testing out the action mode on the iPhone 14. I will also upload a clip of this to my main channel. Okay, we're gonna do that again so I can see if, watch the video back and see if it worked. Okay. So let me see if I notice the difference. So here I am again with the 12 megapixel f1.5 aperture camera. I'm recording from the iPhone 14 in midnight. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can test action mode, which is a new feature on the iPhone 14. So let's go ahead and see if I can get it to work. So I'm walking across the backyard here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see if the action mode feature worked out. Just for comparison, I have my iPad outside as well, my iPad Air 4th generation. So I'm gonna see if I can get something similar, if I can watch both videos back and see if the iPhone 14 has better cameras over the iPad Air 4. Okay, let's go back, testing this out. So I'm gonna watch that back and see if I see a difference. So here I am out in direct sunlight with my iPhone 14. This is a way to really test the 800 nits of brightness that Apple gives to the iPhone 14. Let me go ahead and turn off dark mode here. So as you can see, I am out in direct sunlight with the brightness all the way at max brightness here, and you still can just about barely see it, but it may not pick up as good on camera, but from what I can tell, I can still see everything perfectly good. If you go into dark mode here, and you barely can still see much on camera, but that's just probably on the camera where it may not show up as much. So overall, you guys may not be able to see it on camera that well, but the iPhone 14, when they say it's 800 nits of brightness, they really mean it's 800 nits of brightness. I could barely see my iPhone 12 when I was out in direct sunlight, but on the iPhone 14, I could see it really good. And also, this is what that midnight finish looks like. Let me just take the case off of it. So here is my iPhone 14. As you can see, it is in the midnight finish, the midnight color, which is like a shade of black and blue. This is a really nice iPhone and a really nice color. So that's my iPhone 14. Overall, it is a pretty great device. This is the day in the life video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's going to be quite a long one, or I hope it will be, with the amount of clips I am editing in CapCut. Hopefully on Hawkins Tech Vlogs, this gets me up to 1,000 views. I believe it will. So make sure you guys subscribe to Hawkins Tech Vlogs. I have 27 subscribers. I want to get to 50 or even 1,000 or 500 within the next year or so. But hopefully you enjoyed this video of my iPhone 14 real day in the life. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram as well as TikTok. My name is Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech Vlogs, and leave a comment down below if you own an iPhone 14 or planning on getting one, or what iPhone do you have? What do you think of the iPhone 14? Me personally, I am proud to have this device. But I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.